Hi, welcome everybody to the Marc Drucker Show. Marc is a world-renowned hypnotherapist who specializes in anxiety and stress, panic attacks, post-traumatic stress, social anxiety, fears and phobia, confidence, self-esteem, I can't even talk, and also he can help people that have addictions and all kinds of other control behaviors, weight loss, bad habits, motivation, sleep, sexual dysfunction. He works with children. If you don't know who he is, just go on the internet and Google his name, and you'll be surprised just how much stuff is on him. You can find him at mdhypno.com. I'd like to introduce Marc right now. Everybody, this is Marc Drucker.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the show. I'm Marc Drucker, President and Chief Certified Hypnotist of the Drucker Hypnosis Center. And today we have a special guest. We have on the line with us a friend of mine and a former client, Lynette. Lynette, are you there?
I am here. Hello.
How you doing, Lynette?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So good to talk to you again.
It's so good to talk to you, too.
Hey, Lynette, would you like to share with my audience either why you first came in to see me professionally at the Drucker Hypnosis Center or what the issue was you were working for? What was like?
Yeah. Sure. So I was in an accident, actually, and prior to that, I was very, very physically fit, and I was very strong, and I had this accident, and I had to adjust to having, like, you know, the whole psychological feeling of having a new sort of body to deal with. Whereas the things I used to be able to do, I was no longer able to do. I was an avid yoga practitioner and a martial artist, and very, very big gym rat. And I couldn't do a lot of the things that I used to do, so I kind of was in a very bad place trying to, that was always my go-to when I was, feeling blue or stressed. I'd just go to the gym. So after I had that accident and I had so much, pain and osteoarthritis, all this, I didn't know what to do. So I went to see Marc, and
hey, Lynette,
through
can I stop you?
hypnosis. Yeah, sure.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I wanted to ask you, before you came to see me, what led you to come to see me? Was it just the fact that you couldn't exercise and do things the way you used to do?
I was very sad. I wasn't myself. How about, I was not myself.
What kind of emotional limitations did you have?
I felt like, I was out of sorts. My confidence was very low. My self-esteem was very low. I just was, what do I do? What do I do? Where do I go from here? And I just was stuck. I was in a stuck kind of place. So, yeah.
Well said.
And that's where I was. So after having, hypnosis with you, Marc, I sort of went back. I was able to go back to a good place of before and kind of pull my regular other self, if that makes any sense. I don't have multiple personalities, but no, I was able to get my confidence back. Essentially, that was the goal, and sort of remember all of my strengths and my strong points, which were more than just being physically fit. And then eventually, from there, I was able to get my body back to a much stronger and physically fit self, and of course, a different way than from what I did. So overall, I would say my major issue at that point was with self-esteem, and then I after that treatment, I felt really good, and it was just exactly what I needed to move forward when I was stuck. So it got me out of that stuck place.
Excellent.
It was totally awesome. Yeah.
Excellent. Hey, Lynette, can I ask you your permission to talk about our past and some of the things I noticed before and after we did hypnosis together?
Sure.
Okay. Lynette and I have known each other since high school. I was a senior and she was a freshman. So I was about 17, 18, and she was 13. And she was a very...
I won't say it.
She was the most popular freshman in the whole school. I could tell you that much. And we kept in touch a bit. And as she got older and she went to college, she changed from, the girl who I knew as my best friend's girlfriend, and they broke up, and that's long decades in the past. But Lynette turned out into this wonderful woman, very smart, very compassionate, very active, doing a million things at once for herself, for her family, for her friends, all these different projects. She was just full of energy and ideas, just a good-hearted person, and she could understand and tolerate everybody. She can get along and understand where everyone was coming from. She has this wonderful thing. But then when she called me a couple of years ago, she was, like she said, like stuck in a rut, and she turned from a Tigger into an Eeyore, and that wasn't the Lynette Benetti I knew. Lynette Benetti was definitely a tiger. Help me.
I was a tiggery tiger.
You were a tiggery tiger, to say the least.
Well, I do want to say I always was very outgoing and very very much an extrovert and bouncy and happy, and I'm a teacher by trade, and I teach teenagers, and even that was a difficulty for me. So it was I was not at all myself. No,
I know. And then we started working together, and we did the interactive hypnosis program, and you really gave it your all, and you did the homework. And to make a long story short, we resolved...
It was fun, actually. It was also fun. Aside from, I definitely... It was... while you were very professional, the homework and the sort of the process was, fun for me. The things you gave me to think about, the things you gave me to consider and think about were very igniting, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it was like life happening in slow motion for me, because I saw you as this you're a defeated person, defeated with stuff from work, defeated with family, defeated with all kinds of things. And then
it was like when Rocky got like punched,
beat up by Clubber Lang.
Thank you.
Which good
I
reference.
was waiting for someone to finish the sentence. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay. Yeah. And but I saw you transform as we did the work, and it was hard work, and it was emotional, and I could see you just soaking up all the intuition that you had in the work and the process, and you just started snapping back with energy, with ideas, with feeling good. And I loved seeing my old friend Lynette coming back to the person with the dreams, the big ideas, how to help people, all this energy.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the energy was a new energy. It wasn't just the old energy. It was like it was essentially the beginning of a rebirth for me. So, overall, it was a very, very positive experience, and I'm so grateful that I had access to it.
And I'm grateful that I had
you for...
Thank you.
You're
welcome.
You.
I'm grateful that I had you as a client at the Drucker Hypnosis Center. One other thing I
have a question.
Go ahead, Pete.
So it's been a couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And do you still feel that same energy, or is it lessened, or is it gotten better, or?
No, I actually, everybody has their ups and downs, and you have your environmental situation, sort of,
But I'm really just talking about that, what happened during the sessions and the motivation and, with all that.
No, I mean,
go on. Tell Peter how your life changed after we stopped. After we